Hello everyone, today I'm checking out Testing Grounds. This is part of the Reddit Feedback Friday. We're going to give this a playtest, see if we can give some useful feedback. So I've not seen this game before. I do have the game page open here. I'll probably just read through this real quick, at least the beginning of it. So it says, this is a procedural endless shooter, currently in the prototype phase but will be developed over time. Basic gameplay is in place and you can continue to build a high score until you die. Turrets, guards, and passing maps currently generate score. Not all turrets are active, this is randomly controlled, but if they are active, you can shoot them and eventually destroy them. This is indicated by the smoke that pours out of them. You can go up and down the metal and green towers, just go in front of the ladder and press F. There are many known issues/bugs that are on the list to be addressed. Alright, we've got AI. Guns currently don't have an independent collision mesh. Various sounds are missing. AI will occasionally spawn in an odd place. Some collision meshes are not that great. This is a side effect of a prototype project built using free assets. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. Let's get rid of that overlay. So I've not seen anything past the screen. It's got the controls over here. WASD F to activate. E is melee attack. Left click to fire, mouse wheel, select weapon, escape, pause. Tab is ultimate ability, okay. Easy start, I wonder what that is. I don't know what that means. I guess we'll leave that off for now. Yeah, looks like that's about it. Interesting to have... Whoa. Okay, so I'm not moving it. More crimes than we can count, all the way from the factory district. I didn't catch what he was saying at first, but... something about crime. Okay. Alright, so I'm noticing, I think you must have VSync enabled. The mouse look feels a little laggy, so it doesn't look like you have like any graphics options. That's definitely something I'd make optional, is the VSync, because I, and I'm sure many others, always disable VSync for first-person games because it just makes the controls laggy. There's also some motion blur. I don't know what my FPS is looking like right now. I'd be curious about that, so I don't know. I guess I press E or F? F is it? Yeah, okay. So it might be nice to have some kind of like pop-up indicator pointing out that I need to press that, but yeah, ooh. What the heck?
Let's go!
Alright, so yeah, it feels like I've got pretty low frame rate here.
I have seen things you wouldn't believe.
Do I reload? There's no ammo or anything? So just shoot anyone. Oh, there's a... Okay. I died. Alright, so, yeah, it's a little too bad because I seem to be dropping a lot of frames, and between that and the VSync, it feels really laggy to aim, so that definitely makes it harder. So yeah, I would definitely consider adding some graphics options. Looks like you have tons of grass here. Looks like these pretty sharp textures, so it's probably going to be taking a pretty powerful machine, especially with the VSync. Even VSync will give you a lot more frames back if you disable it. Just for reference, I'm using a GTX 970, my graphics card, so... Let's try again. A new contestant with more crimes than we can count. Okay, so presumably just random criminals in an arena with guns. Alright, so doesn't look like a lot of cover. It looks like mostly trees. Oh, it's really hard for me to aim, unfortunately. That was a little cheering animation at the top right. So shift is apparently a dash move of sorts. Oh gosh. Another thing would be nice, of course, is to have settings for the sensitivity. And I keep mashing the R key thinking I'm gonna reload after after I kill someone. It's definitely weird to like not have any ammo apparently, but I guess because it's like in an early state or something maybe. Speed 20, so I guess I got a speed power up. I can come up here. Oh, it's on a timer, okay. Interesting skybox. So yeah, I'm wondering why did I just not kill everyone? Is there someone else hiding in here somewhere? Oh, maybe I go through here? Oh, okay. So it'd probably be a good idea to like make that more obvious to players. Oh, that guy came through. Alright, so the bullets are actually really slow. Sort of like I'm shooting paintballs or something. I mean, it makes sense to have bullet travel in a game instead of hit scan. I mean, I like hit scan, especially in single player games, but if you want bullet travel, you know, it makes sense. It's just that these bullets seem to be really... Oh, you just teleported up here. These bullets seem to be really slow for an actual firearm. So it means you have to lead by like a lot to hit at range here. Oh, you can shoot faster when you're not scoped? Oh, you can shoot really fast. You just can't hold it down. Interesting. Also, it doesn't seem like it spreads all that much. Like the reticle, I usually expect the reticle when it gets wider like that to indicate the weapon spread, but it doesn't seem to actually spread as much as it kind of looks like it will. So it also just kind of grows depending on holding down the button, except that it's not an automatic weapon, it's semi-auto, so it seems kind of counterintuitive. In any case, alright, so I think it said tab was the ultimate ability. I don't know if I have like a meter for that or something. On the right side there's a little handshake looking symbol, I don't know what that is. And I guess E was... What was E? I think that's supposed to be a melee attack. I can't really see what's happening, but I think that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah, it's just not very not very obvious what it's depicting. Okay, so there's apparently a stationary gun in here. Just kind of a random spot for a stationary gun pointing in this corner. Can I use it? Not yet. Alright, so you can like jump and then dash. That's interesting. I wonder where that light's coming from. The big light. Is it from these? Interesting how you just kind of teleport up these. It's kind of nice in that it's kind of instantly gratifying, I guess, but it's also kind of weird. Okay. Well, that guy was just standing right next to me. So I guess I have to start the whole thing over. Oh, that's not the right thing. We have to click restart, okay. Clicking resume. So it'd be nice to skip this part for sure, rather than have to wait through it every time. I was trying to figure out. I said the tab button, the tab key was the ultimate ability. I was trying to figure out what that was going to do, but it didn't appear to do anything. So, what is that? What is it? Is that an enemy? Holy crap, it's going fast though. Oh, that guy's shooting at me. Took a lot of shots. What is that thing? Is there any... I'm gonna die. Wait, is that an enemy? He's just like invisible? So the blood splatters, it's nice to have a clear indication of your health, which some games don't do. I would say this is a little bit distracting though, just because of how much of the screen it kind of covers up.
This was supposed to be my day off.
It's funny with the voice generation there.
This was supposed to be my day off.
Alright, so I died. Yeah, I'd like to be able to iterate more rapidly here to be able to go through without having to watch this cutscene every time and just experiment and not kind of be pulled out of the action for a little while I'm waiting for the game to let me play again. For this type of thing especially, because it's... Okay.
Why did they make me capable of feeling pain?
Okay, so that's another invisible guy. So I'm wondering if you have any... Alright, yeah, I forget which button is the melee here. What, did that guy fly up in the air or something? So it took a lot of damage. I was wondering if you had any directional indicators for when you're taking damage. Which it doesn't seem like. So that would be a good idea, so like when you take a hit it would just kind of show on screen the direction that the damage was coming from. That'd be a good idea. That blends in. He just has a giant shotgun.
Be repaired. You cannot. Why did they make me capable of feeling pain?
Aiming is really hard for me. Under the circumstances. That red thing flying around, I don't know what that's intended to be. I guess it's just gonna follow me. 5x damage, oh no. I don't want to waste it.
I was supposed to die in cell. I know you deserve the best you can do.
That guy was running funny. Didn't look like he even had a weapon. So the red ones I assume are health. You actually can't put the... Well, maybe it's a white one, I don't know. Supposedly you can't put the plus symbol in games because you'll get sued by the Red Cross, but I don't know if that counts for a white cross in a red object or not. So that's a speed... Oh, it didn't pick up though. Oh, now it did. That was weird. So maybe the hitbox is kind of funny on that. It's like a big tank. I see barrels. Whoa, where'd that come from? They're all just standing there. Oh, I thought I'd dash over that.
Why me? It's beautiful.
So I'm dying pretty fast here. Those barrels take a bit to explode. He's heating up, okay. I hear shot, oh. Alright, so I'm pretty hurting. And I was actually kind of playing this time. So thankfully the cactuses, the cacti, don't seem to like cause you damage if you touch them or anything, because that would be pretty annoying. Alright, we're doing okay then, we got some health. big tank thing. Okay. Oh, you can really launch yourself. Is that where I came from then? There's a storage container here. Oh, it closed again. Why did it close? There's an invisible guy. Alright, so far it seems to be mostly strafe and shoot. Again, there's not much for cover or like really any way I can see to make good use of what cover there is. Why is that? Is he trying to do? No!
This was supposed to be my day off. Why did they make me capable of feeling pain?
So those shotguns are pretty nasty. I don't know if you're supposed to get different weapons. I forgot about. It said mouse wheel, right? But oh, did the game just crash? Oh, it just crashed. Okay, so it spit out an error window here, unfortunately. Stack Overflow. Yeah, I don't know if I can show you this. This right here. I don't know if this tells you anything interesting. Or useful, I mean, but... that's what it says. Alright, so I'll go ahead and relaunch the game then. I don't know if there's much more to see. I did mention different weapons though. Left controller crouch, E is melee, left shift and direction dash move. Says T is screenshot. Interesting. I don't know what the ultimate ability is. So I think the mouse wheel to select weapon is only mentioned in here. It's not on the page, so I don't know if maybe that's just not implemented yet. That there aren't different weapons or whatever. So again, I really wish I could skip this part. The shotgun guys are tough because they just have giant spread, so they don't miss you very much.
Why did they make me capable of feeling pain?
Assuming you're in range. Alright, so we got a shield. So it's kind of unfortunate that you usually get these power-ups like after you've killed everyone and you have to kind of run to the next one before it runs out. This one also kind of obstructs the view a little bit.
I've seen things you wouldn't
It's not that bad, but it's a bit distracting.
I have seen things you wouldn't believe.
Who's shooting at me? It definitely seems like using the scope isn't very useful because you shoot so much slower. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're just shooting at range though, like long range. So that could be a different useful strategy. Now this is some kind of something. Body armor. I'm purple now. Did I kill everyone? Yeah, bullet travel though makes that really hard. So it's just a lot easier to spam shots like this.
Tell my robot wife that I love her.
Alright, so you don't have any air control, it looks like. Like once you jump, you're just kind of stuck moving in that direction. I definitely think it feels better to have a little bit of air control. Pretty much always. Did I go backwards? Oh, there's a guy. There's no way I'm gonna hit him. In fact, just not using the scope, I mean, I can still aim reasonably accurately at range, but I can shoot a lot faster. And you don't seem to get an accuracy bonus using the ADS. Why did that guy just disappear? That was weird. Oh, there's a person there. What in the heck? Someone's right here. So these trees, you can't really see through them very well. I wonder if the AIs can... I doubt they take into account the branches here. They probably just see you right through them, being that they're AIs. So it seems like it's just making it harder for you. Maybe that handshake thing on the right is what the ultimate attack is, because it looks like it's kind of filling up in some sense. Shotgun time. What does that mean? Whoa! I guess melee is just not a kill. Is that how it works? Oh, it does 40. Alright. Probably be nice if it just killed someone in one hit. Or at least like these, I guess these kind of basic units. I don't know if you're gonna have stronger guys later in the game. Do I? Oh, I do have a shotgun. What is shooting at me? Oh, it's a huge spread. See the bullet. The heck? Another invisible dude or what? Did these blow up or something? Why are these even here? These are just bigger ones. What the heck, that thing? I didn't think that thing was... Alright, I think that was that was something that was mentioned, like these will randomly be active. Be nice if there's some kind of, you know, visual indication that this is actually gonna be something I need to shoot and kill though. Also, it's nice if you have like some, like a little flash or something on screen when you pick something up, just to have a little more visual feedback for that. Alright, shotgun. Oh gosh. You really have to be like point blank with it for it to do what you want it to, which would be that. It might be nice to have the number keys on the keyboard for weapon switching, because some people are used to that. And Alright, so unfortunate thing is using the mouse wheel for weapon switching. Oh, it crashed again. Another Stack Overflow. Okay. For the weapon switching, what you can do with the mouse wheel is not have it loop back around to the beginning. So what generally happens is, for me at least, is I'll just kind of like flick the wheel up or down, and I end up like going more than one weapon at a time. So if I only have two weapons, it just kind of like flicks back and forth really fast. So if you just make it so that it just stops at the first weapon or the last weapon, then you can just easily just kind of like flick the mouse wheel up or down, and it will, you know, go to the first or last weapon rather than just like flicking back and forth like that, because it can be a really small movement to make those individual clicks in the mouse wheel. And another thing is that a lot of people actually have like a continuous mouse wheel that doesn't click at all, so that makes it especially tricky for that sort of thing, for weapon switching, because it's very hard to tell if you're moving it too far or whatever. And so that's a suggestion. Yeah, so I got another crash here. Probably not going to go back into it, and I'll go ahead and wrap up the video here, but it's kind of interesting. Obviously, it's pretty early. I would like to see, I guess, you know, it's really tricky in FPS games because you have to work around the fact that if you can shoot somebody, they can shoot you back, and so you have to try and kind of figure out a way to allow the player to avoid damage consistently. So that's always kind of a puzzle you have to work out if you're making an FPS. You know, there's different things you can do. Maybe have the AIs, you know, the accuracy of the AIs, you can play with that. Like if you just jump out of cover, they're not going to be like 100% accurate. But maybe if you're standing in one place, then they'll get progressively more accurate as they kind of take better aim at you, that sort of thing. So it's tricky stuff to work with, but that's something that you've got to figure out for this kind of game. And other than that, I mean, I just mentioned different things that I noticed while I was playing, and it would just be interesting to see kind of where else it goes. I'd like to see a little more, you know, different types of cover and stuff. And the levels, it seems like it's mostly just kind of random objects kind of scattered about. There's a couple examples of some interesting things you can kind of climb up on and around and stuff like that, but not very many. So I'd like to see more of those kinds of things to, you know, just make the level geometry a little interesting. Other than that, yeah, hopefully this video is useful to you. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video.